Hey guys, it's your girl Etta. Welcome to the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast, and welcome back, Gayle. Her second time on our
Hello.
show. Hey. So Gayle was on our podcast talking about pretty much kind of what we're going to talk about today, but with a little twist because Gayle herself has elevated her business and herself, and that's kind of what we're going to be talking about, right? So tell me a little bit about what the audience can expect for the Limitless event here in Fort Lauderdale on October 21st.
Hmm. You can expect to hear something you've never heard before. You
I
can
like it.
expect to hear it at least in a way that you haven't heard it before. And you can expect to be challenged to think differently.
And it's funny because we just had that conversation, right? Where I was at an event and there's a whole bunch of consultants and coaching, business coaches, and the whole nine yards. We even had like spiritual people there. And it's great. It's great to have an abundance of such an important aspect of our life. But like you were saying before, you were talking about personal development is professional development because if you don't develop yourself personally, how are you expecting yourself to develop yourself professionally? We got to work on ourselves to work on the other aspects of our life. And I was telling you about my experience where I was like, I've been there, done that. Like, what else you got? They gave us a whole workbook, and I'm just like, yeah, I know, I've done it.
Right.
But what I love about you, Gayle, is that again, you bring something different to the table. You say it in a way where it actually hits home with people, and with most of the people in the crowd. And we always talk about being different, especially you and I. We're not the traditional consultants or the traditional business coaches or the traditional, in my case, paralegal. Like I have red hair, okay, guys, I have red bright hair. So that alone should tell you what to expect. So when I was creating the Limitless Paralegal event to go live, right, because last year it was virtual,
Right.
I wanted a venue where it was different, non-traditional. I didn't want like the bougie, sit down dinner. I want people to talk to each other like if they're at a house reunion or something like that. Go back to their college days and things. And that's why I chose downtown for Lauderdale. But
Cool.
that's you too. That's what you do for your retreats. So
Yeah. Well, I do. Thank you. I don't. I. It's interesting because I didn't really come at this from a point of view of no matter what, I'm going to be different, like try to do things differently or anything like that. It just is naturally who I am. And it's interesting too that you pointed out how you went to that event and they had all the different professionals and you're like, been there, done that. And what really stuck out to me is that you said they had all these different people in the room, like the business coaches and the like probably the mindset coaches and the spiritual coaches. I do
yeah.
all of those things with my clients. Like I work with business owners, right? I do with women business owners, and I help them develop themselves, and that creates better business every time, every time, like
Yeah.
amazing business results, and personal results are even higher. So it's like, okay, how can I bring people in? I do retreats too. I'm doing a retreat this week in the mountains. I'm bringing people into this adventure retreat. We're taking 4 days, 5 days and 4 nights in the Catskills, and we're doing. I'm teaching what I'm going to teach at your Limitless Paralegals event, which are this group of habits that I developed that are necessary for personal growth and professional growth. They're necessary, and I want to say they're easy, but they're in um, when you hear them, they sound easy. Okay, so and it's not one of these things and I'll say it during the talk. You don't just write it down and then hooray, you have it. Let's put it on the wall. Check the box. No, you have to integrate them into your life moment by moment. They're these like instinctive. They turn instinctive as you practice them. So I'm teaching them in the retreat I'm doing, and I'm having people who are women business owners come up to the mountains with me to learn this for 5 days and some other things too. We're going to be doing some meditations and cacao ceremony and fire ceremony. So I bring in the whole like spiritual messaging. And also I'm not teaching religion, just FYI, but connecting to yourself. And I actually call the retreat Elevate. You're elevating yourself, your business, you're coming to the mountains. And on day 3 or 4, we're going to go elevate even higher and get into an airplane and then jump out of it. So I'm
I
taking
love it.
skydiving as well. So yes, there's 5 brave souls so far who are going to jump out of an airplane with me, and we'll see if that changes. Some of them are getting cold feet, and I'm like, just just, you don't have to, just wait till we get there and you can make up your mind when you get there. So, anyway, yes, it's everything is connected. There's no doubt about it that if you, like I said before we started this call, like if you read a book on marketing and try to implement it into your business, okay, and then what? It's really important to just bite the bullet, find a coach you resonate with, and hire a coach. There's Otherwise, you're going to be reading books and trying things out and falling on your face. Hire somebody that you trust, that you see their track record, or you get a direct referral or whatever. Like, all of my coaches I've ever hired have been people that I've known and have seen their work, and I feel their resonance, and I just know without a shadow of a doubt they're the person for me. Right.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. And whenever in doubt, follow your intuition. You can read people's vibes,
Mm-hmm.
energy, persona, whatever you want to label it, right? Because we have all these labels for different items. But understanding that you're your best advocate, you're your best choice, and sometimes we lose that. And we can talk about this all day, but you lose it
Yeah,
throughout
we're good.
childhood too, right? Like,
Well,
it all starts with your childhood triggers and traumas. And yes, you've all heard this before. So this should not be anything different. But
mhm.
we don't put into practice what we learn. And it's like a diet, right? Like, we start the diet, we're working out, we're doing all the things. And then, like, I don't know, day 3, day 10, I don't know, some people even do it in the last 6 months. And all of a sudden they're like, wait, what was I doing? Wait, I felt good. Why am I doing this again? And this and that. And we fall into our old habits. And that's really what Limitless Paralegals is about, is to prevent you from burning out, from making the same mistakes, from standing behind the deadlines again, and from getting overwhelmed and stress and anxiety and all the things that come with being a legal professional, and having that doubt inside you. And that's really what we're going to work on. Are you going to do, and now I'm curious, are you going to do any, like, what do you call those? Like, I don't know. What do you call them? Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
lost here.
If
My
those are
English is
reading,
lacking right now. Huh?
what? I'm thinking of
Like,
reading, not like what.
yeah. Oh, a reading. Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm an intuitive medium as well. I do readings for people. It's
Okay,
like
we
my
might incorporate. That was not planned, by the way, for all of y'all that are watching. That was not even in my mind, but I like that. I like that.
yeah. Well,
I
that
was
comes
thinking
into
like
my
tarot
coaching as
readings
well.
or
So
something, but
no,
I don't know why.
I never learned the tarot. I tried a lot of times when I was younger, and I'm like, I gotta memorize all these cards. I don't want to read the book. And you know what? I said this isn't for me. I mean, I like to have my cards read, but it's not something that I'm not going to memorize the tarot deck.
That's a
I do a
lot.
different, I do a different kind. Yeah, I do a different kind of reading. So,
No, I love that. No,
but
I
what
was
were you
gonna say
going to
like
say?
an
I'm
exercise.
curious.
Oh, exercise. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, an exercise? I see. Well, I do give some examples, and I do engage with the audience. I do ask for feedback, like during a
Okay.
couple of the like I said, I run through these different trainings, like their habits that so there are a couple that I'm very engaging. And I will encourage people to speak up, raise their hand, add to the conversation, because it helps other people in the room, first of all, see, oh, it's not just me. It's not just this lady at the front of the room telling everybody what to do or however they feel it. But it really opens up the conversation, because we get stuck in these feelings like we're the only one. And we know better, we know different, I should say. And we still feel that way when we're in the thick of it, like, oh, it's so hard for me. And then when you see that the person next to you has got the same thing going on, you're like, what? Say what? We're going to talk after this. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, cool. Cool. And, tell me about your trauma. Like, it
Yeah, you
could
find
go.
your people, right? You find your
But yeah,
people
I keep it as
unknowingly or
light as possible.
knowingly. Yeah, I love
I
it.
do tell a little bit of my story to hit home that I'm in front of them for a reason. Like, I'm not up and I'm not doing this because I just fell off the turnip truck or whatever. I've got my is that the right phrase? Yeah. Like, I wasn't born yesterday. Like, this is like, I've actually earned my stripes, and this is why I'm here teaching what I teach. And there's
I love
plenty
it.
more to learn. I definitely don't know everything, but I know a ton, and I implement it every day, and I absolutely walk my talk. So that's why I'll share a little bit about my life, and what, like, you know, triumph over adversity and all that crap. That amazing story. It's not crap. It's amazing.
Oh,
And
you're too much.
I worked in the legal field for 13 and a half years, and that's how I know you all. And that's how I'm in with so many thousands of paralegals are on my like LinkedIn and stuff. It's like I've known for in New York and Florida and Illinois, all over the place. So and it's interesting. I'm just having a flashback. I used to do like lead meditations for paralegals and all kinds of stuff.
Ooh, I like
It's been a
that.
journey. It's been a journey. Now, I mean, now I'm just like absolutely transforming lives, but meditation is part of that.
Yeah, I love that. I love meditating. I meditate every day. I'm a
Good.
yogi, so it's part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank
My job
you.
is different. Yeah.
I appreciate you so
I
much. You know
appreciate
I
you too.
do.
This is
I
gonna
don't
be
want to
fun.
take
I'm
up
looking
most of
forward
your
to
I
it.
know you're on your retreat, so I'm like, I'm not trying not to
Well,
take up too
I'm
much of
like
your
in
time.
retreat mode. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got my list. I got a few things to do today. I got to start packing my
I know,
car.
so I'm like, I'm trying to like just get this really quick, and I appreciate everything that you do for me, for the paralegals, for everyone, for business
Cool.
owners. Like, you're just amazing in a nutshell, and I'm so honored that you decided to come and speak at the Limitless event, and I can't wait to actually meet you in like
Yeah,
actual
I know,
person and hug you. Because
right?
we've spoken so many times, and now I
Right.
can finally like give you a hug. So I'm excited
Cool.
about that too.
I'm bringing my
Alrighty.
3-year-old with me, so we're gonna stay like a block away at a hotel. I'm not bringing him to the event. I mean, I probably could have him brought, but
Got me excited. I'm
maybe
just
towards
kidding.
the end I'll just bring him in to say hi to everybody and give him a smile.
Yeah.
But anyway, it'll be
Oh,
fun. I'm looking forward to it. He's looking forward to it.
oh, I'm sure.
Hotel
Yeah.
with a pool, like what could be
Oh,
better?
yeah. And the beach is right there too. So if you guys want to
Yeah,
head out,
absolutely.
awesome.
All right.
Yay.
Anyway, love
All
you.
right.
Thank you so much. This is gonna be fun.
I know. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.